Hey everybody, Spencer Sen, your estate planning coach here again today. So, I just want to make it very clear to everybody my passion, my purpose. I come with true intentions, pure and genuine, and I serve people. Why? Because I've learned life, I've been around the block, and the majority of people don't know the information I share. Attorneys don't teach it, and people need to know it. When it comes to estate planning, people are not getting what they think, and it's so upsetting to me that I propelled myself completely into this industry because I have a company that I represent that has a product and service that starts with education, and it gives people every absolute thing they need, whether it's a financing information, estate planning information, how to fill the holes, the gaps, how to be tailored, how to get it updated affordably, all of this stuff that attorneys don't talk about. And what they're doing is selling documents, and I refrain from using the word piss me off, but it pisses me off. People work way too hard for what they have, guys, and I'm passionate about getting people the right information. I don't do this for money. I don't have to. I'm in a place in my life where that's not the most important thing, okay? Thank God. So, anyhow, the information I'm going to share with you is critically important to understand. You can choose to believe it or not. It's all public information. And by the way, there's a very false thing that attorneys love for people to think. You don't need to be an attorney to help people learn and understand public information. Okay? Everything I share you can find and prove. It's just a matter of how long you're going to look and where you're going to look. Okay? More importantly is I want to help you get the right information so you can get something accomplished that fits your dynamics, your family, your wants, your needs, your wishes, all of that stuff. If you have $150,000 in assets or more and you have a family, you're going to want to go deeper than a will. Okay? A will guarantees probate. It makes you go in front of the court, your surviving family, to settle out your affairs. You can avoid all that. I teach you. Okay? This is not hard information. I have a psychology degree and a business degree. You need one bachelor's degree to be in estate planning. Okay? So, I am more than qualified, and that crushes any objection from an attorney or person out of the park. Okay? So, anyhow, I wanted to share this information with you, and this is stuff I run across on a daily basis, or across. Okay? I want to bring up this right here. Okay? This is this lady. It made me sick to my stomach. She was sick to her stomach as well. Bought this trust, okay, which is called an estate plan, a couple years ago, from a local estate planning attorney that says they specialize in estate planning and they don't do cookie cutter documents. Okay? So, this is the norm. You get some documents in a glossy cover binder with the customer's name. It says estate plan. I covered all this stuff up. And the reality of it is she paid way too much. Nobody needs to pay $4,100 for an estate plan, or nobody should. Okay? And I'm going to show you this other part. This is the index page. This I see every day. Okay? This or a couple of other more documents, but it's nowhere near even just the legal documents that are required, let alone it's not written in a plan form to fill in the gaps and the holes in life that are going to come up, that are going to need to be addressed. Why? Because attorneys get paid to represent and help people solve problems. Okay? By not teaching this, people don't know it. This is now where you see I come in and I'm teaching it. Okay? So please keep watching this video. I'm probably going to talk more than I planned, but I'm going to share some extremely important information. So this estate plan consists of a trust. It doesn't even say what type. She had no idea it was going to have a will. He didn't talk about it. She said she thought a will goes through probate. Okay? Wanted to avoid that. So there's confusion. There's no specifics. And then, oh my gosh, there's a financial power of attorney, healthcare, and financial. Okay? Those are three things of about 8 or so just legal documents that need to be included in everybody's estate plan to lock down. Each one of those documents is a legal tool the government allows you to use to handle certain areas and issues that will or may come up, most of the time will, that keep you in control, keep everybody out of your business and affairs and your decisions, and lock everything down. Okay? So most people, because they're not taught this, minimize because they don't understand it. Okay? Which is why you got me. All right? And I am still that guy that's on the playground and there's a bunch of kids being picked on by bullies. And I go over there and tell the bullies, all right, let's go. Come on. I don't know why God just put that in me to do that. And that's, again, not what I'm doing in my life with attorneys. Not talking bad about them, but going up against them to make sure people get the right thing. Okay? So, guys, I want you to have all the right information. All right, so estate planning criteria, and this isn't perfect, guys. I'm not the, perfect presenter, perfect information, perfect words, perfect video, all that stuff. It's just not me. I'm natural. What you see is what you get. Okay, what you need to first do is learn and understand estate planning. Okay, if you have nobody else to do that with, and you're seeing this video, you need to connect with me. There's no obligation. There's no cost. Get a complimentary coaching session. You'll learn everything you need to know. Okay. You need to understand your options and what the gaps and the holes are. Not only that, you need to understand what the normal system is, and I can share that with you real quick. So attorneys create the laws. They also create the system. So since the beginning of time, this system and process of estate planning was created and accepted as the norm. So everybody, the only option they have is when they want to do an estate plan or get their affairs settled is either fill out a will or a trust or an estate plan on their own. That's really super bad. Never going to play out right because you don't know any of this stuff. Or you get a card in the mail and you get, come and join us for a free meal, get a free steak, and we'll teach you. No, they're only teaching you part of it and they're selling a product. Okay? What you need to know is all of it, so you can have an educated decision about what's best for your family based on its dynamics and your understanding of all the different things that you can do. After all, these are the most important things to you in your life, and you want to protect them. You want to avoid the state, the courts, the attorneys when any issues or death arises, incapacity, all of that kind of stuff. Okay? So, I'm going to go as quickly as I can, guys. You can always reach out to me and get more details, all right? But the norm, go to an attorney. I don't want to talk to an attorney. They don't share the information with you. They dictate, or their ego says they're controlling here. This is what I recommend. This is what I charge. Okay? All kinds of issues with that because they're only going to do part. And again, this is not bashing attorneys. As a matter of fact, there's many, because this has been going on so long, there's many attorneys today that don't even understand that they're doing it wrong because it's been accepted and that's been the way they've been shown to do it. Okay? All right. So, learn and understand the current norm. You just started learning that. And the system and the outcome people have to choose from when they achieve, in order to achieve a proper peace of mind and security with a complete estate plan. It doesn't happen. Nobody feels that when they're done. They feel like, something's missing. Intuition, the gut is right. Okay, work with somebody that doesn't sell documents. Okay, and then call it an estate plan. I just showed you an example. I have many. Okay, that's the norm. Work with somebody that has comprehensive experience. Okay, in life events that know how to write and fill in those gaps and tie everything together properly so there aren't any gaps or holes. Okay. To protect you, to provide that peace of mind and security. You need to understand what those things are. So what does that mean? You need to work with somebody that can explain it, teach you, and help you understand it easily. Okay? All right? So you're prepared for anything that unfolds in life. That's the purpose. Again, the problem is nobody gets this. A very small percentage of people that do it. And those people ran across somebody like me that understands and knows the information, cares, and is willing to take the time and do stuff like this to make sure people know. So no cookie cutter documents. All dots must connect in a plan form. Okay? Make sure you're guaranteed to be able to make adjustments and updates as life unfolds. People always say, well, what could change? Oh my gosh. How many things don't change in life is a shorter list. Okay? So most people have a plan or think they have a plan, and then they need an update, and then they either, if the attorney's around, this is what happens. They'll call the attorney and they'll say, "What? You want what to update this? That's way too much. They already paid too much." So what does that mean? People end up not getting updates, and they don't have a current today plan. They don't even have the documents they do have updated. Okay? Or the attorney dies or retires. Or I had this 2 days ago. The lady called the attorney. She's still around, needs updates. The attorney says, "I don't do estate planning anymore." She has documents now that she can't take to another attorney to update. There's maybe a 1% chance of finding somebody that will, and I would question them as to why they would do that. But they don't teach you this up front. Okay? Over the past 6 months, 5 months, I've met with at least 24 families that have this done already, need updates, called the attorney, was quoted anywhere from $500 to $2,000 and everywhere in between for a one-sentence change. Not one of them did it. Every one of them redid their plan with me. Okay, why? Because it's comprehensive from end to end. Everything is covered, including updates. And guarantee that you'll be able to do it still without redoing things if your attorney retires or dies. Okay, or gets out of the business. All right? So make sure, these are the criteria. Think these things through. Again, if you're watching this, I'm going to guarantee you that you're not going to find anybody that will coach you through and help you achieve all of this. So don't waste time. Call me. Let's get this done. All right? Work with somebody that specializes, has a long proven record and process, okay, with many reviews that covers all areas of concern, okay? From financial stuff to estate planning, all comes together, and it all has to do with the same stuff. Not just work with a financial advisor. They're wrong half the time. All you need is as many of the things that come out of their mouth as well as an attorney. All you need is. That's wrong. If that you ever hear that, you need more. Okay? And, to be fair to financial advisors, they're half right. All you need is a beneficiary. Okay? But if anything happens to those beneficiaries in their lives, if they become incapacitated or die, they can't receive an inheritance. If they become married, their spouse automatically gets half. There's ways and there's gaps and holes that need to be addressed, and you can address and accommodate your plan to handle all that stuff if you know about it and have somebody that can do it for you. Okay? So work with somebody that has proven process in all areas of concerns and is willing to provide service and guidance as life unfolds. You're going to have questions. You're going to have things that happen. You're going to have changes. You're going to have all of this. You want to work with somebody that's going to be able to help you through and guide you through all of that stuff. Okay? And know and understand the cost up front. This is another area I guarantee you will not find because people want to sell the documents and move on. Okay? They want to do part of it. All right? Make sure not to forget about the finances and outliving your income. There's different things that you've got to know and be prepared for, and we make it easy. Okay? So, one of the things I'm fortunate enough, I wouldn't be even in this industry if I didn't have Legacy Assurance Plan. They've been around over 35 plus years across 18 states, and they provide everything that we just talked about. From education up front, they allow me to do that without a sales quota. I don't sell people. Then you get to a top 10% estate planning attorney. They have their own network that they control the attorney, the outcome, the cost, everything. And our plans cost the same or less, that are comprehensive, that cover everything plus service for the same or less than attorney charges for, well, like the one here. Just those 4 documents. Okay? This was $4,100. None of our plans come close to that. Okay? So up to $250,000. Our total plan is $2,595. $251,000 to $1 million is $28.95. It includes everything, including, and then over $1 million is $33.95. Okay, beyond affordable, from end to end, updates, service, guidance, lifetime benefits, and those prices include settlement services. What does that mean? Okay, basically, when somebody passes, all their affairs and their name and their social and everything about them has to be settled out. Okay, so let's say there's a husband and a wife. Okay, and again, this guys, nobody does other than Legacy. So they do everything start to finish, and they've been around over 35 plus years across 18 states. Hundreds of reviews. Over 60,000 customers right now as a member. Okay, we lose 10 a week based on people dying. Okay, but so settlement services are, basically we help transfer the assets. We help settle things out. We guide people. You don't get a letter in the mail saying, okay, you need to do this first, this second, this third, this. Everybody's on their own. So when Legacy put this together years ago, they wanted to provide a true plan, a true service, and a true outcome for people, providing the real peace of mind and security that people need. I'm fortunate enough, and the only way I can be in this industry is with them around. Okay? So what they provide is complete security in all areas. Okay? This is a third generation family owned company that owns all of these. Okay, they started out in insurance and finance, and then after the the founder of this company, I call him Grandpa Follett, went to an attorney, took his son that owns the company now, got a trust, just like what I just showed you. They paid more than what I showed you. And it's the same thing. They didn't do part of it correctly, and the trust was reduced to a will. They lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, started the estate planning division to provide a true and proper service. No other company does this from end to end in the United States. So that's what I mean. If they weren't around, I couldn't even help people. I'd be teaching you and throwing you right to what the norm is. Okay? Trying to help prevent that. All right? So as far as later, okay, to eliminate any big out-of-pocket costs or anything like that, to update and guarantee if your attorney retires or dies, because we have our own network, we slip another one in. We have local attorneys in each state that we're in that specialize in estate planning, okay? Which means the majority of their practice is focused on that. So they have the ins and outs. They know the deeper dives. They can fill in the gaps and holes and write it correctly. Okay, but the Assured Care program is a whopping $60 a year. And it was designed to eliminate any out-of-pocket expenses on updating or changes to your plan as life unfolds. No $500 to $2,000 per sentence, okay, or anything in between. It's $60 a year. You get up to 3 changes. You get other benefits. You get on you tell us, do you want us to call you every 12 or 18 months? Hey, how you doing, Mary? Has anything changed with your estate planning needs? Great. We'll get that change over to you. Okay, take page 13 out and put page 13 back in. Okay, by the way, as we get older, your income changes. Do you want to do a review to make sure you're gaining all the benefits you're supposed to be doing? As we get older, our insurance needs change. Okay, we're insurance, financial, estate planning. It's all the same company, separate companies, but all the same owners and tied and designed together properly. Okay, so guys, this is a solution that beats everything out there. Not only beats, blows everything away. No comparison. So call me. Schedule your complimentary session today. My cell phone number is there. I can help people across 18 states. Okay? I'll show you those states right here. And again, you can... Whoops. Where did it go? You can call me and... So any of these states, all right, if you need to pause it and write it down, if you've got family members, friends, anybody like that, guys, I don't pressure anybody to buy anything. I teach. I don't care if people don't qualify for a whole plan. That's another whole area that people need to understand. If you have less than $150,000 in assets and no family or children, what do you need to have in place? I talk people through that. I don't care. If there's people in these other states that you know, have them call me too. Okay? It doesn't matter to me. My mission, my passion is to help people get this stuff done right, okay, and understand and learn it properly. All right? I actually also have, I'm going to pull up real quick here to show you. I created my own private Facebook group, all right? And more people are finding it all over the place, all right? And what I'd like to do is share that with you, because you can always find me there as well, all right? So I'm pulling it up right now, and then I'm going to pull it over here so you see what it looks like, all right? So the group is called Estate Settlement Planning. All right, and I'm very busy, so I don't have the time to properly constantly put correct content in here. But this is a good video I did. I'm gonna put this video on there. Okay, there's a map of all this stuff, of where I am. There's reviews. There's all kinds of helpful information on here, and that's the purpose, to help people find this stuff. Once you find it under estate settlement planning, you have to request to be part of the group. But this is what it looks like, so you know you're in the right place. And I'll be happy to answer any questions. We can do Zoom calls, whatever. You guys have me at your disposal. So reach out to me. Guys, I know people kick the can down the road because they can't find anybody to help properly. I'm here for you. 262-573-6138. Give me a call. Let's talk through it. You don't have to do anything. But what I want to do is line you up with the right information, and so you're confident in knowing what you have to do. Okay? It's your family. We're talking about the most important things in your life. So don't put it off. If you're watching this, you need to call me. 100% you will benefit from our conversation. Okay? I promise. Talk soon. God bless. Have a great day.